Good evening. ESPN is proud to support the 10th annual Muhammad Ali Humanitarian Awards. One of my favorite quotes outside of Muhammad's is one from Arthur Ashe that says, "Start where you are, use what you have to do what you can." That quote epitomizes what we believe in the power of people to change the world. And nowhere is that better exemplified than with our next honorees. In 1999, actress, producer, and author Holly Robinson Peete and her husband, NFL veteran Rodney Peete, formed the HollyRod Foundation, inspired by her father's courageous battle with Parkinson's disease. In 2000, the mission of the foundation was reimagined to include support and resources for those affected by autism. When their eldest son, RJ, was diagnosed, the HollyRod Foundation advocates for the ethical treatment, inclusion, and access to programs and services for families who lack the financial resources to support and provide compassionate care to their loved ones. HollyRod has made a direct impact in the lives of over 60,000 families through their various programs and social efforts, awarding over $3 million in cash and technology, and they have hosted over 3,000 families at experiential learning events. They also hold the distinction of being the longest-standing celebrity-driven nonprofit to focus on Parkinson's disease and autism. Holly and Rodney's collective passion, drive, and focused determination is best summed up by a quote from Holly herself, which says, "I wouldn't change my son for the world, but I would change the world for my son." Please join me in honoring tonight's recipients of the Muhammad Ali Humanitarian of the Year, Holly Robinson Peete and Rodney Peete.
First of all, I would just love to say, before we get to the prompter, what a beautiful event this is. Thank you, Lonnie. Thank you to the Ali Center. I mean, these people you're honoring have touched me in ways that I'm just blown away. So Officer Witt, Daniel, your words were so amazing. Who else? Andrew. You know when kids come up and just make you feel like you went to college, but you're not that articulate. I just had that moment. Pashtana, Leon, amazing, Dr. Daniel, and Ana Luisa, who discovered an entire water technology at 15. What were you doing at 15, Rodney?
Who knows?
I was like just trying to get some good Rick James tickets to the concert. So anyway, I just had to say that I'm just blown away by this evening, and thank you so much. So the year was 2002. We had just started our HollyRod Foundation just under 4 years prior. And my dad, Matt Robinson, who some of you in the room might know, was the original Gordon on Sesame Street, which is kind of a cool legacy. Yep, y'all remember. By the way, the original one, so you'd have to be around 1969. He was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 1984. And as we helped him through the financial, physical, and emotional challenges of living with Parkinson's disease, we came upon so many other families who were struggling to help their loved ones. We wanted to provide the compassionate care that they so desperately needed. But there were other bigger, more high-profile Parkinson's disease nonprofits that we just couldn't compete with them for funding and other resources. And so In 2002, we found ourselves just days away from closing down our little nonprofit. And then we ran into our friends Lonnie and Muhammad Ali at an event in Arizona. They gave us such encouragement about our foundation, and they talked about the importance of patient care, while other foundations were raising funds for research and a cure, which was certainly important. They just knew how crucial it was to help those who had Parkinson's now, who didn't have the resources to access proper medical care and medication, to just allow them to do the simplest of life's tasks. So we shared we were about to shutter HollyRod due to lack of funding, and they said, oh, no, you are not. Lonnie said that. And they said, and Champ said, we're coming to your next event, and we're gonna help. And they showed up. And when they came, so did the media, the visibility, followed by the donations. And because of Lonnie and Muhammad showing up in that summer in 2002, we were able to go on to continue to support under-resourced families affected by Parkinson's. And when our son RJ was diagnosed with autism, we found that those families needed our voice and help as well. And we expanded our mission to help families impacted by autism. So we built RJ's Place, a compassionate care and vocational training center. Our son RJ was told that he would never do a lot of things, and one of the things that they said he would never do was have meaningful employment. And just shout out, he is on his 8th season as a clubhouse attendant with the Los Angeles Dodgers. So we're very proud of that. As we celebrate HollyRod's 25th year, we will always carry the torch, literally and figuratively, of Muhammad Ali to light our way as we continue to pour services and support into these deserving communities. Your turn, honey.
Thanks, honey. We both have been truly blessed to have careers in the public eye. Me as a professional athlete for most of my life, and my wife a television veteran for 4 decades. We both were raised to feel it was our duty, it was our honor to use our platform to help others. When my father-in-law was struggling with a Parkinson's diagnosis at the young age of 45 in the mid-'80s, there was little awareness or hope. In 1996, yes, in 1996, when Muhammad Ali lit that torch. I got chills just thinking about that. When he lit that torch, it gave him hope. It removed the shame, it removed the stigma. That torch shone bright like a lighthouse for Holly's father and for so many others, including Holly's brother Matt, who would later be diagnosed with young onset Parkinson's as well. Now, as an athlete, especially as a black quarterback, I was always, like so many, inspired by the unrelenting courage of Muhammad Ali and his audacity to fiercely advocate for what is right. To have a living, breathing example for my entire life of a man who never wavered when it came to integrity and social justice. It has been the greatest gift that we have given. And so to have our names intertwined with his legacy in any capacity is something that we cherish, we honor, and we will never, ever forget. So thank you, Champ. Thank you, Lonnie. Thank you for this tremendous honor. And as I said, we will never, ever forget it. Thank you.
Thank you.